Christian wife. My husband and I are trying to pay off debt that we have that is almost $55,000 of, honestly, it's consumer debt, personal loan, and medical debt all together. Today I just want to share with you a real-time budgeting for the last week of June. I have here with me this piece of paper. I have this notebook. I'm sure you guys have seen this in my previous videos, but my writing is really small, and also this is when I was still using pens in my Stylogy notebook, but I've decided to start writing in pencil again. And in the meantime, I just want to show it to you in this clean paper with no ghosting. So let's get started. I already wrote down our income, and I also wanted to show you what our incomes were throughout the previous weeks. So our first combined income was $1,836, second is $2,118, third is $2,356, and then this is for week 4, it's $2,283. So I just want to calculate that really quick. 1836 plus 2118 plus 2356 plus 2283. So $8,593 for the month of June. So that is for the whole month of June. And like I said, we are a double income household. I am a home health registered nurse, so I don't really earn as much as a standard nurse would earn. And my husband is an automotive painter, which is good. And our year-to-date net income totals up to $37,745 now, including this. So that's the total. And I only calculate net because I just want to see how much we'll earn throughout this year of 2026. I have an idea of how I would want this, but I always base it off of our income. And as you can see, our income is not going to be exactly the same each week because of my work. My husband is pretty much set in stone, but because of the work that I do, it depends on my patient load for the week and the mileage that I drove each day, and all of that is added up to my weekly income. So let's see, in the future when I budget, I'll show you how I have it done, like here in my notebook. I don't know if you can really appreciate this right now, but how I really have it done is I would have the category and then the monthly estimate, and then week 1, 2, 3, and 4, so that I know how much I've been putting in. And then this is just the cash denominations that I want to calculate afterwards for each week that I withdraw money from the bank. First things first, of course, is our tithes. Now, I have this calculator with me. I'm sure you can see this, but it's really hard for me to see. So if I do this, it's because I'm just trying to look at the numbers. So the total we have for our week 4 is $2,283. And then I'm just going to start subtracting each time I come up with the amounts I want to allocate. Minus, I want to give 10% of tithes. So, and then I round up. So subtract 229. 229. Now we have 2,054 left. So I'm sure you get the idea of how I'm gonna work this through. Gas is getting maybe $80. Sorry, I'm gonna put this here because I'm left-handed and it's kind of in the way. For groceries, we're buying groceries this week. So we're allocating 75. And then for childcare, I noticed that I I've been allocating 200 under childcare, but I think it's too much. I noticed that throughout the month of June with my patient load and my patient schedule, I didn't need as much as I used to. So we're just gonna allocate 150. And then for the spending, I'm gonna hold off on that one and go down to bills just because these are kind of just extra. For rent, we still have to pay 550. See, this is why. Because it's subtracting a lot. Now I only have that much. For internet, $10. So I'm not just coming up with this in my head. I'm basing it off of this one. I know you guys can't really see it right now, but next week I'll try to improve how I can show it to you guys. So I'm just, like I said, I have the total monthly here, and then I'm just allocating what needs to be allocated for the last week of June in order for me to have the full payment for each bill. And then for phone, we need $20. For car insurance, we need 50 more. And then for gas and electric, we also need 50 more on that one. For subscriptions, I just combined everything, y'all, because we have a lot of subscriptions, but we just need $10 on this one. And then for car tags, we need about 50. So we have 959 left. No. Okay, so for the Affirm, we don't really need that yet. You've already accounted for that one. And loan, and then for Sharp, we need $10. This is the minimum payment. Well, not $10, but I'm accounting for the minimum payments of the debts. And then for the Chase credit card, oh, we're done with that, so we don't need Chase. Kaiser, we need 10. The Mission Fed credit card needs 20 more. And then my Capital One, W just means wifey Capital One. And this means 36. And then hubby's Capital One needs 43. And then Best Buy, let's see. Best Buy needs 70. CarMax needs 108. And then Discover, sorry, that's my newborn sterilizer. And it just finished. Discover, 110. Alrighty, so that's that. Before we go ahead and allocate the next ones, I just want to double check really quick, okay? So 283 minus 229 minus 80 minus 75 minus 150 minus 10 minus 20 minus 100 minus 10 minus 50 minus 10 minus 40 minus 36 minus 43 minus 70 minus 180 minus 190. So we have $602 left. Now let's go to some important ones for this week. I do want to allocate $60 towards Matthew because he is outgrowing his 3-month-old clothes. he doesn't fit in his old clothes anymore that he has. And so I would need about this much to buy them on Amazon. Actually, no. I need another 60 for the wardrobe. So, sorry. This is what I was talking about for his clothes, his 3 to 6 months clothes. And then for this one, $60 is for the level 2 nipple on his Dr. Brown bottles. Now I want to start with home care. Let's see, maybe home care can get I guess like $10. Office, my husband has been needing some work shoes, so I'm saving up for that. So let's give this maybe $30. And then for giving, let's give this $5. For vision, I am saving up for new contact lenses. So let's just, and I haven't started yet, so I'm just gonna start with a 10 for now. The reason why I'm allocating such low numbers is because I want to prioritize the family trip that is happening next month. And this is because it's last minute, but it's really important to my husband for us to visit his grandpa up north for his birthday. Gideon, our family dog, is getting, let's see, because he's almost out of his kibble. So I'll give him 10 for now. He still has quite a bit, so. And then for our self-care, I think I'll give these two 10s. So, and then date night, we can give this 10. For fellowship, so this is anything, like for example, if my husband wants to play chess somewhere and meet up with someone, so that's that. And I'll give this a 20. Birthdays, let's see, there's not really much going on lately. I think I'll just give this a 5 for now. Now this is the summer savings challenge that I created, and I want to allocate maybe another 30. I've been allocating 30 for this. And then now we're heading down to long-term savings. Let's see, we have 332 left. Have I missed anything? Oh, the spending. Let's see. I do want to get those envelopes and cardstock so I can start being like everyone else in the cash stuffing community and having a binder and an envelope system going on. But I do want to print out my own categories for now if I like my own designs. But so maybe I'll give let's see, 20 for my husband, and then I'll give myself a 20 as well. I don't know how much I'll have after this, but hopefully I'll have enough to buy my first binder. And then now we have $292 left. So I want to allocate, let's see, you know what, let's give the family trip 200. Now we have $92 left. So for emergency, this is supposed to have $1,000 according to Dave Ramsey. So we're giving this maybe 50. And then this is for whenever Gideon needs to go to the emergency. Wait, because that was 92, right? Did I subtract? Oh, there you go. So 42. Alrighty, so that's how I budget, you guys. This is real time. I don't have a set amount really. It just depends on our weekly income, and then I just gauge what needs how much And like I said, I do prioritize our wallet, bills, and debt first. For the debt, this is the minimum, and then when there's extra, that's when I'm able to allocate more. But like I said, for now we're not doing that because we are prioritizing family trip. So that's why I'm not allocating anything on, for example, like this Affirm one and loan. So that is it. This is a quick video, and sorry that this is just like a random piece of paper and it's all last minute. I just really wanted to share with you guys how I budget, and I'll try to improve it next time. Thank you so much for staying and for listening in. I hope that this is helping you in any type of way. Also, if you're going through a journey of debt payoff or debt-free journey yourself, please let me know in the comments below. I would love to relate with you, and I just want to have people that I can relate with in this journey because it does get pretty tough out there. Thank you so much. I'll see you in the next video. Bye.